He was ahead of his time.
He's one of the top defensive linemen I ever saw personally.
His physical abilities were truly amazing.
He was just freakish back then with what he could do, because there wasn't very many people of that size that could run like he could.
The man was just absolutely huge. My name is Dr. Jorge Iber. I'm an Associate Dean in the College of Arts and Sciences and a professor in the Department of History at Texas Tech University, and I'm the author of Señor Sack, the Gabe Rivera story. The thing that I most remember about Gabe was I got to shake his hand, and I was just so overwhelmed by the size of his mitts. Even in his wheelchair, he was a very imposing presence. But at the same time, he was a very jovial individual. And I think that that is part of what attracted me to him.
Well, I mean, he's got a really contagious personality that people gravitate to. It's just he's such a happy person. You'd never know he could be such a tough individual on the field by the way that he, acted off the field. I mean, everybody loved Gabe.
People remember where they were when these players took the field. He was an All-American his last year. He brought a tremendous amount of notoriety. People in general remembered that. I think for the Mexican-American community, to have someone of that background be a first-round draft choice in the NFL is a big deal.
Well, what happened to him was tragic, because I'm not sure that we got to see the very best of Gabe. I mean, we saw greatness, but was he a possible NFL Hall of Fame guy? Where was it going? And, this giant of a man that could run and move like he could, I mean, we never got to finish the story, because of the accident.
Gabe had too much to drink, and unfortunately, he paid a very heavy price for that. The tragic element of his life, the fact that it took him about 20 years to come to grips with the accident, but yet he managed to take the last 2 decades of his life and turn his disability, turn his accident, turn his pain into a very positive career as a volunteer working with youth in inner city San Antonio. I find that very inspiring. I find that almost as inspiring as what he accomplished on the football field. I hope that the book will continue to demonstrate the significance of the role of sport in the lives of Latinos in general and Mexican Americans in particular. At the time that he was here, there weren't a whole lot of other Mexican Americans on campus. Now we're a Hispanic serving institution, and we've made great progress in that regard. He was a very positive symbol to the university, to the community, and to the rest of the country of what Mexican Americans and Latinos in general can do on the field and as part of a college community.